Welcome. Today we're discussing the legacy of our current president as we look forward to the 2024 presidential election. Today's discussion is to ask ourselves if President Biden delivered on his campaign promises to America. Without knowing what those promises are or the answers to these questions, we are ill prepared to make an informed decision relative to the 2024 presidential election. Let's delve into the questions we should be asking ourselves regarding President Biden's presidential legacy. Did the president deliver on his promise for racial equity? You need to find out. In the wake of widespread protests, racial equity was a major campaign promise. He pledged to end systemic racism in all sectors of society. Yet the question still stands: did he succeed? As voters, you have an obligation to dig deeper into these issues. The economy was another major campaign promise from our president. He committed to job stability, wage growth, and a focus on the middle class. Did those promises materialize during his tenure? Examining the data and the experiences of everyday Americans are key to answering this question. Healthcare reform was a cornerstone promise of his campaign as well. Access to quality, affordable healthcare was the commitment to the American people. Did he deliver on that promise? As voters, it is our obligation to find the answer to this pressing question. Aside from domestic issues, the president also committed to restoring America's global standing. He promised to re-establish alliances, understand global challenges, and lead with diplomacy. Is America viewed with more respect and trust globally under his leadership? Taking an in-depth look at the international perspectives will yield the answer to this question. Finally, the president also pledged to tackle the pressing issue of immigration. He vowed to abolish inhumane practices and provide pathways to citizenship. Did those promises come to fruition? Exploring the reality of immigration reform under his leadership is paramount. Did he deliver on that promise? Moving forward, it's vital to reflect on his past promises. Reflecting on these pledges provides insight into the potential for future leadership. It helps us better understand the effectiveness of his policies. These promises are not just words, but commitments to the American people. They represent the blueprint for the president's vision for the country. Looking at the facts and figures helps us gauge the success of his presidency as we move into the future of this nation. Did his actions align with his words? Did he follow through on his commitments? As voters, we have a responsibility to delve deeper into each promise that he made. As voters, examine the progress made and the challenges that still remain. Look at the impacts of his first term on everyday Americans and determine if his first term made a difference. As voters, it is imperative that we look at what still needs to be done. This isn't about partisan beliefs, it's about accountability. It's about understanding what has been accomplished. It's about coming to terms with what still needs to be addressed. This discussion is crucial as we look forward to the 2024 presidential election. It helps us make informed decisions about our future leadership. It reminds us of the importance of holding our leaders accountable and the survival of this great nation. Let's continue to seek truth and challenge our political leaders' promises. Let's remain committed to a better future for all Americans. Let's continue to hold our leaders to their words. Our journey towards progress and equality is far from over. By acknowledging the victories and shortcomings, we move closer to a better future. Thank you for joining me in this critical conversation. Until next time, keep asking the tough questions. And remember, your voice matters in shaping our nation's future. Thank you.